And they're both ready, okay. Good luck to both runners. And they're off. Wow, I had quite a bit of delay, so I refresh now. Anyway, World 1. Same as every other category, hold right and jump. There's not really much to do other than swag out as much as you possibly can. Louis and Mostly both getting the vine, because vines are important. 361 from both of them. So yeah, while you're running, probably anyone watching knows this, but you hold right and your speed oscillates between different values. At the end of Yoshi's Island 2, if you jump and let go of right, you can lock it. And if you lock it at 49 speed, you can just about make a 361 in-game timer instead of a 360. You get on the very last frame of the 361. Running on those brown platforms, because they push you right, you can save up to 3 frames per platform, and that's enough to get the next game second as well. The 59 instead of the 58. See, I can come up with trivia for World 1. Is anyone gonna go for shell jump, do we think? Louis gets it! Mostly went for it, but he threw the shell up. The goddamn phantom up input. And that shell jump just saves I think it's about a fifth of a second. And that again is enough to get you the next game second. So Louis saving the game second on every level so far. All you can really say about Iggy's Castle is try not to stay on the nets for as long as possible. Mostly missing the door there and getting a 280 instead of an 81. You can actually get... I'm spoiling past you to yourself. Oh. RIP. I'll try and delay then. But yeah, you can actually get an 82 instead of in that room without even going for underball. But it is very tight. The classic fire kill from both of these guys. So nothing out of the ordinary in World 1, to be honest. If I knew how to add delay to myself, I would. Yeah, Donut Planeswalk. Grab cape and fly. Mostly had not so much trouble, but a bit of a slower cape grab than Louis did there. Had to run a bit more to gain P-speed. .62 from both of those guys though, that's pretty good. And then I will mention, even though this is a cape category, that in no cape categories it's not faster to go in the pipe in this level that they're about to go into now. Because, well, the pipe transitions are slow, let's just put it that way. Grabbing the shell only actually saves about a second, I think I've heard. And so without the shell, the pipe transitions just make it way slower to go into that dry room. Mostly losing that P-switch at the end there, but no big deal. There's only about 3 seconds between them at the moment. Yeah, smart ball, like I said, it's only about a second. So if you miss getting the shell, it's gonna lose time anyway. No, I'm missing doors in the ghost house today. Seriously, doors are the hardest thing in this game. MostlySMW not getting P-speed at the very start of the level, but he got the backup fine. That's something worth learning for everybody. In case you don't get P-speed there, you can, instead of having to go back and try and run back and forth and get it, you can just carry on and get P-speed later in the level, if you know how. It's a very useful thing to know. But the fact that Lou got a 63 there means that he had a fast fly from pretty early on in the level. That's 51 speed with the cape. And unlike a lot of categories, hopefully we won't be seeing anybody get a Yoshi here. Because they will not be going for wings in Vanilla Dome 1. I'd be pretty worried if I saw one of these guys go for that. Still only about 4 seconds between them at the moment. That's nothing at this point in the game. That's nothing at any point in the run, to be honest. So Morton's Castle is one of the first hurdles with learning longer categories of this game. It's a lot less trivial than it looks to maintain your flight there. Mostly going for the swag flight up that little area there. You can get frame rolls doing that. Maybe there's a strat that stops that, I don't know. But yeah. Standard strat of hit the enemy 3 times to win. Instead of jumping on them 3 times, you can just shoot 2 fireballs and bounce once. Louis actually got a pink split in that. Pinked by 0.2 seconds. Vanilla Dome 1 posing no trouble for Louis, and mostly gets too fine as well. So Louis will have really wanted to grab that Koopa's shell there. It's not the end of the world, as you see, he got through fine, but it can make getting through those Koopas a lot easier if you can throw the shell at them, as we see mostly do. So for the most part of Top Bridge, the only time you're going to save or lose is based on your flight speed. There's 5 different values you can have when you are flying. That's anything between, well, once you have your top speed with cape, it can be anything from 47 subpixels per frame to 51 subpixels per frame. And over the course of a whole level, that difference can be a couple seconds. So it's a really useful skill, and it's a lot harder. It's a very hard skill to pick up, much harder than people would think, to tell what your flight speed is and know when to adjust it. You basically have to see how much the screen jitters as you're moving. You can tell from that how fast you're going. Tap right to speed up or slow down. Probably try to speed up. And really, the whole difference between these guys just could be made up through flight speed on Top Bridge. And of course Nintendo realized that everybody loves a water level, and we all loved the forts, so why not make a water fort? That actually sounds really fun. I want a water fort. So yeah, those falling Doritos, you can just swim past them fine. You don't really need to worry about them landing on you as long as you just hold forwards. On PAL though, the European release of the game, they will fall on you. And it looks like from both of these guys we had a pretty calm buoy. It's always nice to see, especially in Vanilla Fort. Of any of the levels you don't want to have to redo, that's one of them. And Butter Bridge 1, the ultimate level of swag. There's so much you can do in this level. And because it's an auto-scroller, you're not going to lose any time to that swag. As long as you don't die. Or lose a power-up. Or soft lock. Just keep a level head. You'll be fine. Louis scaring me a bit there. Making that big jump. So mostly just flying, while Louis is getting those 1-ups. Hopefully he won't need them. And bringing a shell this far into the level only means one thing. So if you dupe that 1-up block to the side, you can get a vine. And it's easy. First try from Louis there. As I said earlier, vines are important. Whenever you can get one, you need it. Okay, both of them out of the auto-scroller now. Time to go on to Butter Bridge 2. Both of these levels, both Butter Bridge levels have a cape in them. One of them from a block, one of them from a Super Koopa, or Super Koopas. So, you should always have a cape at this point in the run, to be honest. If you lose it, it's pretty easy to get one back. And it's important to keep fire as well. More in Ludwig's castle than any other castle. Because Ludwig has the longest animation between each of the times you'll be able to hit him. So doing the trick I spoke about earlier with the 2 fireballs and 1 bounce, it saves a lot more time in Ludwig than the others. It's about 14 seconds. Yeah, looks like we have a donation of $3.37. Thank you for that. Saboko. I'm awful at names, but thanks either way. So Louis is actually 4 seconds ahead of his PB right now. Mostly about 2 seconds behind.
Again, thank you, Sabaku, for the donation. Sorry to cut you off there, Xander. There wasn't a comment, so yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, and once again, the link is in chat there. The whole reason we're doing this tournament is in memory of Electric Fish Tank, a loved member of the community, sadly passed away. And as said in chat, we're taking donations on his behalf. As little or as much as you like. Obviously, you don't have to donate, but it would be greatly appreciated. So I wonder if we'll be seeing these guys go for wings in this level. Looks like Louis is. I imagine Mostly will as well. Louis gets them, no problem. Okay, Mostly not going for it, but they're not the biggest time loss to not go for. They're luck-based wings, and they save 7 seconds, so not a massive deal. So yeah, classic Yoshi clip from Louis there. When you mount Yoshi, he warps to your X position, you warp to his Y position. If they meet in the corner of a wall, you can just go straight through it. Assuming you set it up right. Yeah, it's glad to see that clips didn't screw either of them over. Dirty bubble. Getting flight before that bubble at the start of Forest of Illusion 3 saves 10 minutes. And if you don't go for it, you suck at this game. It's objective, so I'm not being mean there. And Rifle Eye. This is always scary to watch. You always think they're going to go into the lava. But of course it's no big deal for Louis. He's a god. Same with Mostly. Mostly losing a bit of speed towards the end there, but he didn't lose his cape or his fire flower. No big deal, just managed to get through to the end. So Louis faded out at a 20-14. We'll see what Mostly fades out at. Around 25. So there's about 11 seconds between them. So for some reason, for me, Mostly stream is pretty jumpy. I can see on the restream that it's fine, but that's something I'm trying to fix. So here we have another glitch. Saves a second. Cannon fly. So when you take off with P-speed, your cape timer goes down, your flight meter goes down from 80, goes down every frame. And if you enter a door or a pipe within those 80 frames and jump and start going down from the peak of your jump within those 80 frames on the other side of the door or pipe, you'll get flight instantly. And going out of a cannon shoots you at 64 speed, which is 13 subpixels per frame faster than the fastest flight speed normally. So it saves quite a bit of time. It would save a lot more time there if it weren't for the fact that pipe transitions were so slow. Because you fly about 7 seconds faster, but the pipe transition is 6 seconds. Whoa! Suicide door from Louis there. Damn, boy. Calm down. And we get another door fly there. No! Mostly! Spoilers. Oh. Oops. Damn, that was something. So yeah, mostly just getting caped back in Choco Ghost House. It's kind of a hard level to, once you get that cape in the middle, to actually get P-speed back, because there's just that fishing boo right above your head. So this was actually really close until now. Now there's about a level between them, which is still not a massive gap, but it definitely gives Louis the edge. He's got some room to mess up a little bit. And that strat that you saw Louis do there at the start of Choco's Secret, floating down all the way to the platform before letting go of jump, means that you will not run into the Buzzy. You'll always just grab him in your hands, and it makes it a hell of a lot safer. At the loss of a couple frames, if that. So it's definitely worth doing. MostlySMW also finishing up Chocolate Island 2 there. So at some point they are still in the same level. Chocolate Secret is a pretty long level, but they're still in the same level. You know, 3/4 of the way through the run. 2/3 of the way through the run. Somewhere between that. But yeah. Good run from both of them, to be honest. I'm sure Mostly is going to be annoyed about that death, but about the run as a whole, he's been doing pretty well. Louis nailing Crusher skip there. Getting under that first Crusher means you can just easily get through with in that one next cycle. And Wendy's room 2 is actually a pretty difficult difficult room to do quickly. Of course, again, for Louis, it's no problem. It's worth saying that he pinked his last split again, the forest. He's on fire. I'll tell you how far ahead or behind PB he is in a second. As we get to see Mostly go through Wendy's castle as well. So another pink split from Mostly there, Louis there, sorry. And Louis is now 19 seconds ahead of his PB. And he has a pretty good PB. So this is just standard Louis gameplay here. Mostly was pretty even with his PB coming out of Roy. He's now a bit behind, well, decent bit behind, but these aren't PB attempts, it's a race, and for a race he's still having a pretty good run. Louis getting that backup cape there. Loses no time. So yeah, Mostly's 41 seconds behind his PB. But still on a really good paced run, to be honest. If it weren't for that one death, he'd be not too far behind Louis still. So yeah, about where Louis is now, there should be another boo ring, but the boo cloud despawned around the same time as the boo ring would have spawned, and so that just despawns the boo ring. Louis opting out of that star. You can actually save a bit of time there by not getting the star. Bouncing on the Koopas though is not fast. We'll see Mostly go for the... You need to delay a little bit for the boo ring to despawn. Mostly looks like he's pretty well lined up. There's two visual cues for it. The boo ring to despawn. Mostly looks like he's pretty... Oh, Mostly got the double. Despawned both of the boo rings, but left the boo cloud active. That's faster, but scary. Nice fob one from Louis there. Also, orb. Orb. So, Valley of Bowser 2. This is where the real fun is. 2-frame trick. Go early, you're dead. Get it, you save about 12 seconds. Will he go for it? He doesn't need to. And he gets it! Nice. I don't know why I'm surprised, to be honest.
This run is incredible.
Yeah, Louis is
absolutely incredible.
So it's worth noting that according to Louis' splits, his best possible time is still faster than world record.
Really?
Yeah, world record in this category is a 32.56, and Louis splits, say, 32:54 as the best possible time. Of course, that doesn't include any time loss in this current split, but still. Mostly also getting sandbar clip, not saving the cycle though, unfortunately.
This just got super crazy.
Yeah, are we gonna see a world record in a Tony race? Kind of an aggressive Resnor there, but no big deal for Louis.
I mean, that fort just blew my mind. It was just so beautiful. Like, he just isn't feeling any pressure at all. Clearly.
Yeah, Valley Fort is like Louis' level, to be honest.
Yeah. Gonna watch it all.
So, after Valley Fort, Louis' best possible time matches world record. Just saying. And let's not let this Louis' amazing performance here detract from Mostly, who's also having an amazing fort here. Jesus.
Absolutely. Like, what can you do whenever you're up against this? And this is really why I put Louis as the favorite in this tournament. And everybody put Louis as a... It really is incredible.
So yeah, dropping that Mecha Koopa there, when Bowser stops moving to drop the second bowling ball, stops him dropping the second bowling ball. Which of course is faster. Gotta still commentate, can't just say, God, this run's good.
I don't blame you, dude. It's hard to know what to say. It's hard to know.
Gotta talk about the tech. Yeah, both of these runs are amazing. I just want to say that.
Yep.
Like, Louis' run is godly, but Mostly's is pretty damn impressive as well. If it wasn't for the one death, he'd still be on amazing pace as well. World record in this category is a 32:56 by Yakuson, which Louis just tied.
That's a 32:56, definitely. 100%.
So, I think that's going to need to be retimed.
I think that's in need of a retime. That is blowing my mind so hard right now. Louis, you absolute legend. It's incredible.
So, yeah.
And
tied world record there, and then Mostly also having a brilliant run.
Yeah, I do sort of feel a bit bad for Mostly because he played amazingly, and then this is what he was against, 32, a tied world record possibly.
Yeah, Stan, I'm not going to say either way. I don't want to say either way. I'd say probably towards no, but even so, a tie in just a random race is pretty impressive, to say the least.
Yeah, I think Yapusan had quite a low 56, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's a very low 56. 56.05, so, or 06. So more than likely not. Mostly getting the 34:17, which is still a very good race time. By the race room, Louis gets a 32:56 and Mostly gets a 34:20. So that's what we'll be going by. Louis beat his race PB by 55 seconds, his actual PB by 17 seconds, and Mostly golded his last split as well. So, yeah. Congrats to
I agree with that.
Those were amazing runs.
Yeah, this is really one of the craziest races I've seen yet. I just want to thank you a lot for commentating. Commentary was absolutely amazing. So, wow. Again, it's really hard to know what to say whenever you witness that. Pretty much anything that you're going to say about that run was going to, not really going to be doing it any sort of justice. But I want to congratulate Louis on by far the best tournament time, and that'll probably stick for a while.
Something's telling me we're not going to be seeing that time beaten in the tournament.
Well, I suppose that's up to
Louis.
Louis.
In any race for a long time now. Okay, so Mostly's saying that he can't join for any interview. I don't believe Louis has a mic, so he won't be either. So unless you have anything else to say, Ben, there's no reason to make this wind on for too long.
Of course, I absolutely agree. I just want to thank Daph for the restream, yourself, of course, for the commentary, and congratulations to both players. Mostly put up such an amazing fight there, but Louis just gave him 0 chances, as we can see, basically. So
yeah, like Mostly got a 34, which would beat most people in a race. It's not a bad race time by anyone's standards.
I agree.
It's just that Louis tied world record. For Mostly to win, he'd have had to have pretty much got world record as well. So I don't think you can complain too much about the loss there. But yeah. Definitely a good race to watch that one.
I suppose it also makes sense to give shout-outs to Retro Bob and Yahoo-san as well.
Oh yeah.
Both have 32.56s, and Bob had this record for a very, very long time. And Yaba-san just took it seemingly out of nowhere, even though, he's obviously amazing. So, yeah. I'm still finding this sort of hard to process. But congratulations.
Once again, I've just seen it pop up, that donation link. It's, we are towards the end of the stream, but that doesn't mean that you can't still donate.
Yeah, we'll probably be seeing out the credits and then call it a wrap for now, but we also have 3 more races. Oh, actually, let me double check that. I know that Calco versus Panda Bear will be happening in an hour and 15 minutes. That's going to be pretty interesting. Obviously, Calco refuses to grab Cape because... Calco? What else can you say? But there will be races after that as well. I'll just get confirmation. Yo, Bob, exactly. My thoughts exactly. What the hecking heck just happened there? Louis might be able to help you there. But yeah. Again, thank you, Xander, for the commentary. Absolutely
of course.
Amazing. And do you have any thoughts for a host?
I don't even know who's live, so...
No problem. I will have a look for a host then. And we can host. Loading. Well, Louis streaming. No, that's pretty much Louis and Mostly are the only 2 SMW people, so if anyone has any thoughts...
Mostly's gone offline, so...
Well,
I guess Louis.
Everyone go and tell Louis that he's an absolute beast.